Hey, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon or good evening, depending on where in the world you're joining me from today. We are doing a 15-minute restorative yoga session today, and I'm so excited about this. So I'm going to give everybody just a minute to join in live for those of you that are coming in. Hey, Jill. Good to have you today. And before we get started with this, really the only thing that you're going to need for today is a mat. But if you're on carpet, you're going to be perfectly fine, just as long as you're comfortable. We're going to be lying down for the majority of this time. Hooray. And while we give everybody a couple of moments to join in live, I want to just give you a quick snapshot of what restorative yoga is all about. There are lots of different types of yoga out there, and you may have explored some of these, like vinyasa yoga or hatha yoga, or there's really as many varieties of yoga as you can imagine, but restorative yoga is really focused on calming. We are going to work on breathing today. We're going to be pretty still and work on slowing our system down, slowing our body down, slowing our mind down, which raise your hand if you need some of that in your life. And it just feels amazing because even with 15 minutes of this, you are going to walk out of here today feeling the difference in your nervous system as we send all these good calming hormones into your body. So if you're brand new, welcome, and just good for you taking a step. I can't wait to hear how you feel at the end of this. And as always with any type of yoga or exercise, if you get into any of these poses and for any reason it does not feel good and restorative for your body, please just pause and you can send me a message and we'll talk about maybe what happened if that comes up. All right. Hey, Laurel. Hey, Christy. Great to have you guys. All right, so let's get started. We're going to lie down on the mat to begin. And come on down to your back. We're going to begin here as a bit of a grounding exercise. Now, if it feels good for you, you can stretch your legs out long. Bring your arms next to your side, and a good place for your hands is just to turn your palms facing up. But if that's not comfortable for your back, feel free to just bend your knees and rest your legs together. And before we begin, give yourself permission for these next 15 minutes just to be present, to listen to your body, and to gift yourself with this little bit of time today just for you. I'll invite you to close your eyes here and just start to notice your breathing. If you can, breathing in through your nose today and slowly breathing back out through your nose. Notice the rise and the fall of your chest as you breathe. And if it feels good for you right now, just bit by bit starting to slow down and deepening your breath. So we breathe in through the nose. Take a full breath. Feel your torso expand. And then slowly let it go. And as we begin moving today, we're going to try to sustain that slow, full breath in and out through our nose, and that's going to help promote a really deep sense of calm in your body. Let's go ahead and open our eyes gently. We're going to stretch arms and legs long on the floor. So taking your arms overhead, imagine somebody stretching you from end to end, up through the fingers, down through the feet, breathing in deeply.
Let it go. One more breath in. And let it go. Good. Hugging knees into chest. You're going to keep your head down on the floor for right now and just gently pull your knees in. If it feels better to have them wide, that's okay. And you might just see if your tailbone can slightly lift off the floor here, creating space right through your lower back. Breathing in, breathing out. And you might want to try rocking gently side to side here, giving your low back a bit of a massage. Should feel really nice. Breathing in, breathing out. And coming back through the center, let's tuck in the chin. We're going to curl up in an active ball here. So you're trying to bring your nose towards your knees. Belly button pushes down and curving up through the spine. Breathe in, breathe out, and release the legs. Good. And just open your arms out to a T. We've got the palms facing up towards the ceiling. And we're going to start to make some really small figure eights with the knees. So essentially this is a side to side movement. You're going to drop the knees down, circle up to lift, bring the knees back in, and then go the other side. Circle down, up towards the ceiling, and back in. You can breathe in as you come to the side, and breathe out as you lift up. And we're keeping this small today to make sure that this is really gentle and loosening up through the low back and the hips. Feels so nice. You can feel that on your low back, yeah? And just make sure your shoulders are staying grounded to the floor. And the next time you come down to the side, I'm going to invite you to drop your knees this time all the way down to the floor if you can get there. If not, it might be nice to bring a pillow or something underneath your knees so you can relax all the way down. And just check in once again that your shoulders are both connected to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out to let your body settle. If it feels good, you can even turn your head to look opposite from the knees. Breathing in, breathing out. See if you can relax your shoulders more. Let the shoulders soften against the mat. Let that ripple down your arms, softening through the hands. And as you breathe deeply here, feeling that deep release down your back, down your shoulders. And on your next breath, we're lifting the knees back up through the center. And gently and slowly roll across to the other side. Again, finding support if you need to with something underneath your knees or adjust in any way so you can get comfortable. Reconnecting shoulders to the mat and breathing in and breathing out. Where can you let go right now? Where can you surrender a little bit more in your body today? Might soften your back more. Might relax your feet and your legs. And feel your body melting down towards the floor. Breathing in And breathing out. Good. Let's really gently roll sideways. You're going to go towards your knees as we're preparing to come up on top of the mat on all fours. Good. Just take a moment to adjust there if you need to. Give yourself a moment. Sometimes I get dizzy when I roll over like that. And we're coming into Pigeon Pose. There's a few different ways you can adjust this so this feels really good for you. If you have hips that are quite tight, it's going to be best to start in this 90-90 position, and we'll gently be leaning over this front knee. If it feels okay, as you extend this leg backwards and start to roll your hip forward towards your heel, you're going to get a bit of a deeper release through your hip and your back. But make this work for you. Breathing in. And on the exhale, we lower the chest down over the leg, over the knee. You might need support here from your arms, but ideally, we're extending our whole body down right over that leg. Breathe in. And if you can connect your forehead down to the mat, do that now, so we can relax the neck. If not, you might like this option to take your fists and stack them one on top of the other so that you can gently rest your forehead here. We want to let the tension go now from our neck. Letting your head hang heavy. Breathing in. And on your exhale, releasing your jaw. You might even unhinge it and just move it around a little bit. So many of us carry tension in our jaw. We clench and it can create tension headaches, tension in our neck, our shoulders. Just let that go now. I'm going to stay here for a bit longer. If you're feeling like you want a little bit more, you can walk your hands out to the side so your chest is coming a little bit further over that thigh, and you're going to get this deep opening stretch from your arm down to the hip as you reach forward with that arm. Only take that choice though if you're wanting a little bit more. One more deep breath in. Make this one as full as you can. And slowly let it go. Yeah, if you're out on the diagonal, bring your hands back through the center first. You've got hands, arms under shoulders. Inhale and a lift up. And then we're going to switch legs. So if you push up onto the hands here for a moment, you might like to just come into a quick down dog and release pedaling your feet. If that doesn't feel good for you, just stay down on your knees for a moment. And then we're going to switch sides. So the other knee comes forward. If you were in that seated position, right, you can just go ahead and sit your hips back, find support there. Or if you liked that deeper stretch, see how it feels just to sneak that back foot an inch or two further away. And if you do feel any pressure in this front knee, flexing the foot in that leg is going to take some of that pressure out. Okay, breathe in, and then on your exhale, come on down with chest over thigh. Check in with your neck, your head, adjusting your arms in any way that you need to so you can fully relax down into this. And then bringing the attention of your mind back into your breath. Inhale. You may feel your belly press against your leg as you breathe in. And then let go. Exhale. Feel your body sinking down over that front leg. Growing heavier every time we breathe out. carry so much tension in our hips and in our back. As we let this go, just notice how good you feel through your body. If you want to take that little bit of a deeper stretch now, walking your hands over to the diagonal, breathe in, breathe out, and come on down. Softening once again through the neck, through the jaw, through the shoulders. And give yourself permission to just be here for a few more moments. Breathing back in, slide your hands back under the shoulders, lift yourself up, and then once again we're going to take that leg back. So if it feels good for you right now, you might just want to pop up in a down dog, just gently stretching out through the legs as you pedal. And if that doesn't feel good, you can sit back here with me in a child's pose. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. If you're in down dog, let's come on back down to the knees. Guys, we're going to lie down once more on our back. Hug your knees in, roll yourself down, and we're going to finish right where we started. If you want to stretch your legs back out, relax the shoulders down, palms turn up, and finding your breath once more with your mind. Inhale, deep breath in, slowly let that go. And on the next in-breath, I'll invite you, before you breathe back out, to slightly pause and then let it go. And before you breathe back in, slightly pause. Working on that pause in between the breaths, being really patient with yourself if this is new, maybe even a little challenging for you to slow down your breathing. And as we practice this, we learn that we can come back to this at any moment during our day. Using this slow breath instantly resets your nervous system, shifting you out of stress and into safety, calm, and control. And before we wrap things up today, just breathe in and know that you are safe, you are loved, and you are enough. Let's gently open our eyes back up here. Just really gently, as it feels good for you, start to move a bit more. We can roll ourselves over, coming back up
to a seated position and preparing to come back into our day. Thank you so much for joining me for this short restorative yoga session. I hope this was good and that you feel all the benefits of just taking a little bit of time to reconnect and slow down your body, your breathing, and all the benefits that we get from that for now and throughout the rest of our day. So you guys that are here live, let me know how you're feeling in the comments, and be really grateful for how different you feel right now from when we first started. And while you guys do that, I want to share with you, for those of you who are live and those of you who are here on replay, what is coming, this really exciting opportunity, something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time and just haven't had the bandwidth personally, but we are starting a 6-week Mom Restore yoga course next week. And what this is going to look like is twice weekly coming together for a restorative yoga session. These are going to be about 30 minutes, a little bit longer than what we just did here, but very similar, very slow, very focused on calming. And what this is going to do for you when you devote a decent amount of time, like over 6 weeks, is actually help to heal and restore your nervous system. We know that people who practice yoga more regularly experience more of those benefits just in their day-to-day life. And I know as busy moms, it's hard to carve out time for you. So we have these live sessions happening on Tuesdays and Thursdays. There's a link that's going to come here where you can get all the details about that. But I'm going to be recording these as well, so that if the live session timing doesn't work out for you, there's one in the morning, one in the evening, so hopefully you could make at least one each week. But if not, you will have access to the recordings to do these at your own time, and they will be yours for life, so that you can continue on after the 6 weeks and make this a part of your regular self-care routine as you heal from stress, anxiety, and any other overwhelm that you experience. So we are going to be kicking that off on Tuesday. You want to get registered before that. I am going to just cap how many people are in here. So if you know that that's something that you want to do, get registered as soon as possible so that you can secure your spot. There's a couple of different payment options in there, so you can find something that works for you. However, if you are somebody who is really strapped with medical expenses, or are just in a spot where you need this, but it is not feasible for you to be able to invest anything into your health, reach out to me. I love to give scholarships. I have a few of those available where I'm going to help you out with the cost, so that finance is not a barrier for you to be able to do something for you. Okay. So how did that go, guys? Yeah, so good to see you guys. I love it. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions. The enrollment for that 6-week Mom Restore Yoga course is open. And if you know anybody else, any other moms, or anybody that may be interested in joining you for that as an accountability buddy, or that you just know is really in a hard spot and would benefit from having some yoga, feel free to share that link that's here to anybody. This is open to any moms that want to jump in, and we'd love to fill this up. Good, Pauline. I'm so glad. Yep. Yeah, that happens pretty quickly, right? That happens pretty quickly with the hip and the back, and that's why I wanted to spend some time really in there, because so many of us, we carry a lot of tension there, and when we let that go, often like our shoulders relax, our neck relaxes, and it just feels good. That's great, Laurel. Amazing. All right, you guys have a wonderful Friday, wonderful weekend. I hope to see you in that 6-week Mom Restore course. Let me know if you have any questions, and make it a really great weekend. Keep putting your oxygen mask on first as a mom. You need to be well. You absolutely need to be well so that you can show up as your best for your kids, continue to care for them, continue to pour out and give them everything that you need, because you yourself have your needs met. It is okay to do that for you. You guys take care. I'll see you later.